Hello, everybody. How are you? And as I promised, we're going to talk to some of the people in Omaha. We're going to start today with this single interview with an Omaha resident. And if you're new to the channel, this is the latest in a series of videos we've done on Omaha the past week and a half. We'll continue for the rest of this week and then on to a new town. Part of an ongoing spotlight series of different communities around the country and eventually around the world. And as usual, this is a parody channel, so all of this is baloney, malarkey, and balderdash. In other words, I'm going to make it up off the top of my head. So here we go. Guys, we're talking with Olga Korstonehead. Olga Korstonehead. In Omaha to find out what's life really like today. We've been talking about some of the history of Omaha, but what's it like today? So let's get her on the phone. Olga, are you there?
Yes, Joe, I'm here.
Olga, what is going on in Omaha? First of all, how are you all doing there? It's the middle of March, coming up on March 14th. What is the weather like?
Joe, in Omaha, we like to say that if you don't like the weather here in Omaha, wait 35 seconds because it's about to change.
Well, Olga, now you can't get away with a bunch of baloney because I lived in Des Moines for 4 years during my high school years, and no, I didn't lose my virginity then. I was 29 years old when that happened. But I know the weather in the Midwest, and I know that that's an exaggeration, waiting 35 seconds and the weather will change. So let's set some ground rules right now. You can't get away with baloney because I know better.
Joe, you say you lived in Des Moines, Iowa?
Yes, that's right, Des Moines.
Joe, Des Moines, Iowa is for people that do not have the grit and the toughness to live in a city like Omaha. I mean, Des Moines, Iowa is a bunch of pansies around here. That's what we think.
Well, yeah, Olga, that is pretty strong. I mean, Des Moines, Iowa is only, what, a couple hours down the road, maybe 2.5 hours, something like that?
It might as well be on the other side of the world because we got the toughest, meanest weather of anybody in the Midwest out here. I mean, let me give you an idea. We have, you know how the country has weather zones? Well, we have inside the city of Omaha, we have humidity zones. Okay, so in other words, the humidity changes within the city itself, Joe. We have it on the news every night, the humidity zones. I mean, Des Moines, they might say, well, it's humid, it's not humid. In Omaha, we have degrees of humidity within a 10-block space. You see what I'm saying, Joe?
Well, that's all right. So you might have me there. That does seem pretty extreme, but isn't the weather, in other words, the summers aren't bad and the winters aren't bad?
Joe, again, you're comparing it to Des Moines, Iowa, which is where a bunch of pansies live. We got winter weather going down to 400 degrees below zero out here. We got snows 14 feet high. When you shovel the walk, you can't even see over your head because of the snow on the side of the driveway.
Well, come on. You sound like you're in Winnipeg, Canada or something like that.
Joe, Omaha is a extreme weather center. I mean, you know, they're going to shoot a movie about people dying out there in the winter time. They don't go up there. You think they have the budget to go up there to Antarctica to shoot some kind of dystopian weather, a winter frigid movie where they're dying out there in the tundra? No, they can't even go up there. Hey, I mean, even if they shoot in Vancouver, they don't even have snow in Vancouver. They got double-decker buses and tulip bulbs. It looks like London, but with better Chinese food. No, Joe. They come to Omaha because we got that winter weather that makes normal people shake in their snowshoes. You know what I'm saying?
Well, listen, I still think you're maybe exaggerating it a little bit.
Joe, forget about the winter. Just think about the summer. I mean, we got temperatures up to 175 degrees, and we got humidity that will make they say it's good for your skin. But what'll happen is your skin will absorb so much moisture, Joe. Your skin will start to puff out like you're going to look like the Michelin Man.
Well, Olga, listen. I mean, it sounds a little bit like you're overstating it. Maybe you need to take a vacation. Like maybe you should head over to Des Moines if it's such a vacation land over there and take it.
Joe, I wouldn't be caught dead in Des Moines, Iowa, Joe. We got a rivalry going with Iowa. I mean, Omaha, this is the land of the Big Red, okay? I mean, down there in Lincoln, they got Nebraska, the Big Red Machine. Well, we are all for it, okay? Because we stick together. Nebraska is one, all for one and one for all. And the reason we stick together, Joe, is you got to stick together to survive out here in Nebraska. Iowa is for pansies and soybean farmers, okay, that don't know how to plant right. You want to come to a place with farmers that know what they're doing, you got to come to Nebraska. We got the best farmers. We got the best cows. We got the best chickens. We got the best beef and rail cars, stockyards. And, I mean, if you want to get out there and find farmers at top of the heap, pick of the pack, I mean, you're talking about Omaha and you're talking about Nebraska.
Well, listen, it sounds like you're proud of Omaha, but let's give the people some value, some takeaway value from this conversation. What would you say is okay, let's do it this way. What's the worst part of Omaha, let's say in the summer, spring, summer, and then we'll say the same thing?
Oh, I could stop you right there. The worst part of Omaha is in the spring or summer is the thunderstorms. I mean, these thunderstorms that come out of nowhere and they'll thunder and lightning and rain and sleet and streaks of rain and thundering on your house. It's like Noah's coming back. It's like Noah's coming back and he's building another ark and he's collecting the animals 2 by 2 and he's got to get into the ark and he's coming through the yard and you look out your front window and there's Noah himself walking by with his cane and he's corralling the animals and the next thing you know he's trying to take your dog. He's trying to take your dog and put him on the ark and the wind and the rain and the thunder.
Olga, let me ask you, are you on any kind of medication that we should know about, or?
No, I'm not on, maybe I'm on a few, but Joe, nothing. What the heck are you talking? No, it's the thunderstorms in the spring, Joe. That's what I'm trying to say, and it will make you break out your Bible and start reading passages from it. Well, that you turn on Fox News and you call your cousin and tell her where you buried your family money just in case you don't make it, they can have it.
Well, where exactly is the family money?
No, you're not one of my family members. You don't get no family money. That's a good try, but man, you're kind of a sly one, Joe.
Well, listen, Olga. How would you, let's say that I want to get a job and I want to go to Omaha and live. What would be your recommendation on where to look for a job?
Oh, there's all kinds of employment around here. I mean, we're growing like a weed. People love Omaha. They want to work here. They come on, get off the bus and they look around and they go, this is Nirvana. And until you find out that they took the bus from Fort Wayne. And anything outside of Fort Wayne, they consider Nirvana. But nonetheless, no, we got jobs. Come on, Joe. This is one of the fastest growing cities in the entire United States. And I would say just go downtown, get yourself a big white board from Office Max or one of those, Staples, and draw on it, looking for a job. looking for a job, and then list your skills, like if you're good with people, if you know how to operate a forklift, anything like that. But man, you'll be employed by the time the day is out.
Well, that sounds pretty good. I mean, because I know the employment is low right now. Employment. What am I trying to say? Unemployment is low right now. There's plenty of jobs, so that sounds good. So I don't know about the white card method walking around downtown, but it sounds to me like that there's good employment. That's good to know, and we'll communicate that to the people watching this video, listening to this podcast. So, what about in the winter? Is there anything fun? Like, what is there good to do in the winter?
So the thing about the wintertime is that, we go snowshoeing, we go sledding, we go tobogganing, sometimes we go cross-country skiing, but the real danger is that winters are so harsh, that prairie winter, that oftentimes a family of 8 will go out for fun activities into the wintertime, and only 6 come back. And this is normal. This is a normal thing. Now, your big Catholic families, they'll usually have an extra 4 or 5 kids just in case they lose a few during winter tobogganing season. They don't come back. They don't, Dad says, okay, kids, climb in the car, and then he doesn't do the count. In a big Catholic family, you got to do the count, or at least attendance. And sometimes they fail because, well, Catholic dads are busy, and they expect to lose a couple that don't come back from the tobogganing runs.
Well, wow, I don't even really know what to say about that one, but that one is really disturbing. So, all right, Olga, listen, our listenership, our viewership is busy, so if there's any final words, let's wrap it up. Any final words you want to tell the people out there in my fandom about Omaha before we go?
Joe, they should know that Omaha welcomes them with a big hug and a rub on the top of the head. We're going to give you a big hug. We're going to rub you on top of the head. And then we're going to probably look down and make sure your shoes are tied. Because this is a town with a history of stockyards and cattle. And we don't want your shoe coming off because it got stuck in some bison pellets, if you know what I mean. If your shoe's tied on tight, then it won't come off if you were to step into a blossoming pile of cow dung. Because we don't want you to go back to Des Moines or Minneapolis or even Green Bay with dung on your shoe and you go, oh, I got this in Omaha. So we'll just make sure you get your shoe on tight, and then that way you can just scrape your foot along the sidewalk in case you come into some foreign objects on the street, if you know what I mean. But no, come on down to Omaha. We're going to cook you a steak. We're going to make you a baked potato, and then we're going to ask you if you know how to drive a forklift, and we'll put you right to work.
All right, well, that sounds good there, Olga, and thanks for your time. And I will tell people to look in the show notes or look in the description on the YouTuber for more information on how to get a hold of you. And I appreciate it. All right, there she goes. That's Olga, guys, and appreciate that. Talk to you soon.